We're going to look at a few example problems to introduce multiplying monomials and binomials. The first problem, we have a monomial times a binomial. So in this case, we use the distributive property to multiply these two items together. So I'm going to multiply the 6w and the w. Start with that. So negative 6w times w which is negative 6w squared. Remember, when we multiply two variables, we are adding the exponent. So you can think of it as w to the first power, which it's 1 plus 1, and that's w squared. And then we also distribute that negative 6w with the 2. So negative 6w times 2 would be negative 12w. And that is our simplified version of that. So we would get negative 6w squared minus 12w. Alright, the second example, here we're multiplying two binomials, and there's a couple ways of doing it. The first way is the FOIL method, and that's where you just have to remember the FOIL. It stands for first, outer, inner, and last. So let's look at how to simplify this using the FOIL method. So first we're going to multiply the first terms together. So x times x is x squared. And then we're going to multiply the outer terms. So x times negative 3. So that's negative 3x. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply our inner terms, so negative 5 times x, which is negative 5x. And I'm getting a little short on room here, but we'll squeeze it in. And then the last term is negative 5 and negative 3. So negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. Alright, so now we just need to simplify this, combine like terms. Okay, there's only one x squared, so I'm going to bring that down. But we have a negative 3x minus 5x. That's negative 8x plus 15. All right, so that's the first way of doing this. The other way is to draw a box and then fill the terms in this way. So I'm going to show you that in a different color because my other one kind of ran into that box. So too many colors to choose from. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to put is we'll put our first binomial here. So we have x, and then we have minus 5. That's our second term. Okay, so that was our first piece here. And then we're going to put the x in that column and the negative 3 in the second column. Alright, so we just multiply the columns together. So we have the first column, the first row and the first column, those are our x's, so that's x squared. And then we're going to multiply the first row by the second column. X minus 3 is negative 3x. And now we're going to go down to the second row. We have negative 5 times x. Okay, so row 2, column 1, so that's negative 5x. And then we have the second column times row 2. So we have that negative 5 times negative 3, which is 15. All right, so now we just need to write out each one of these terms, and then we'll simplify them the same way we did before. All right, so we have x squared minus 3x. All right, so those have been written in there. You could mark them off if that helps. And then you have minus 5x, and then plus 15. Okay, again, we just combine like terms. So negative 3x minus 5x, that's negative 8x plus 15. Okay, so if we compare this with the first method, we should have the same thing, and we do. Success. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at one more of these where we are multiplying the two binomials. Okay, so let's first try the FOIL method. Remember, the FOIL is, we'll just kind of write, oops. We'll just kind of write each term here. So we have an F, first, outer, inner, and last. So our first thing to do is the y's. So that's going to be y squared. Our outer terms, we have y times 4, so that's 4y. Our inner is negative 6 times y, so that's negative 6y. And then our last terms are negative 6 times 4, so that's negative 24. Okay, so we just solved each one of those. Or I should say we just multiplied each one of those. So now let's write out the terms. So we have y squared plus 4y minus 6y minus 24. All right, combine like terms. So y squared minus 2y minus 24. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this using the box. This time I'll draw the box by hand here, so it may not be the best one, but it'll work for what we're doing here. So, all right, not bad. Okay, so we can first put the y here and our minus 6 there, and then our y here and our 4. Okay, so we first have column 1 in row 1, so that's y times y is y squared. 4 times y is 4y. And then we have y and negative 6, so that's negative 6y. And we have 4 times negative 6, which is negative 24. Okay, just go ahead and write the terms out. So we have y squared plus 4y minus 6y minus 24. So y squared minus 2y minus 24. All right, so those are the same. So either method that you feel most comfortable with, just go go ahead and do that. If you prefer the FOIL method, by all means use that. If you find the box method to work better for you, then go ahead and use that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.